is market day. We have Dunkin' today. Let's set up. Okay, we're set up. It is 9:33. I'm hoping for a successful day. I need it to be a successful day. So I'm not feeling it. We're here though. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a good time. It is 10:09. We just Connor James. We just made her first sale and she bought one of my chickens, a micro chicken, and a bee. And so booth fee is officially made back 9 minutes into the event. And it's all uphill from now. Just made sale number 2. It is 10:35. I took my watch off because the sun was making it overheat. But she got my mini dino that I just finished up and a little mini bat, no sparkly bat. We're in my kitchen and I'm bleaching my roots. It is, Jesus Christ, it's Monday. I am going to make some pizza rolls, but I figured I would go over the totals from the market on yesterday's market. Pizza rolls required. Okay, let's move. So while my pizza rolls are cooking, my market yesterday helped me kind of regroup and understand what a couple of people were looking for. One big thing that I have consistently been asked for over these past couple of markets are axolotls. Axolotls, these guys. A lot of people keep asking me for them. I used to make them all the time. I figured, it's been years, maybe they've just become a little more obsolete, but apparently not. A lot of people keep asking. So I know this week I really want to focus on not just making mini plushies, but making more axolotls. So I've already been in the works of making some more of those. Just this morning, I finished up a little dino I was working on because the dino that I made in the previous video, the orange one, immediately sold. I'm gonna make some dinos, I'm gonna make some mini plushies, I'm gonna make some of those guys. And focus in on those this week, seeing just how many of those I can crank out. Still, a lot of the larger plushies are not selling, but again, I figured that that's just because of the kind of market I've been doing on the regular. It's one of those markets where people are either going to brunch or walking around town. They don't really know that it's something that's going on unless they're walking by. People aren't planning on spending a whole lot of money. So a lot of the smaller plushies, charms, bookmarks, etc., those are selling. Now, as far as the designs, a lot of the smaller plushies that I sell, baby birdies, do phenomenal. I actually now only have, not like the micro ones, but the normal size ones. I only have 3 of those left, and I had like 20 of them. So little birdies, dinos, my cows, Those do really well. And now focusing on the axolotls, making a crap ton of those. But anyway, breakdown of how things went. Booth fee, always 33 and change, we'll say 34. In card, we made $248 and change, and then in cash, we made 35. I've come to find that this is about the average amount that I've made for these markets. And with that, there are some really good markets where I've made like 500 plus there. There have been some really not so good ones where I've made just over $100, but a profit's still a profit. Now, it does kind of seem in some cases to really feel disheartening when you have those not so good days, but you can't let that get to you. You're gonna have phenomenal markets, you're gonna have horrible markets where you don't even make back your booth fee, but you can't let those get to you. Things that I found that are really helpful for these markets are, one, go to the market yourself. If it's something that happens regularly, scope out the market yourself as not a vendor. Just go to spectate and look at it yourself. See what kinds of things people are spending. Look at it from a consumer's perspective of, what do I want to see? What would I be willing to spend? And adjust accordingly. And again, understanding that you could just be one of those oddballs that have a really good day, or sometimes people just aren't biting, and that's okay. At the end of the day, as long as you're having fun and you learn something new each time, that's where you're gonna profit the most. Anyway, but that's the breakdown. This week, we're gonna be hounding down on those mini plushies, so I'm going to continue waiting for my pizza rolls. Wait for this, because I just put it in and I'm already changing. Just great. Lovely. So another thought that I've had, oh, Namek's coming in. Hi, Blue Bear. No, I changed the record. Girls, got you. Namek. Okay, we'll continue this later. Okay, hi. We're in my bathroom now. So what I was trying to say on my bathroom or kitchen floor was that I have been contemplating about the kind of content that I want to make, but also present in my channel. This is a very crochet driven channel. That's what I want, 100%. This will always and forever be a channel for crochet. But I also do so many other things with my life, and I want to bring that to you guys as well. So my thought was, and please tell me if you want to see this or if you enjoy this, but I want it to be very lifestyle vloggy as well. Meaning, if I go to car meets or if I go on cruises or rides, because again, outside of crocheting, I'm a very automotive driven person. But bringing that in, or if I go somewhere and do something not necessarily in relation to crochet, but more lifestyle, or kind of how I'm doing now, where I'm doing my hair, bringing you guys along in that process too. Is that something that you would want to see? Is that content that I should include? It's content that I want to include, but I also don't want to waste your time and my time by filming content that is stuff that you might not necessarily want to see. I think it could be fun, because I like to think that my life can be a little crazy and wild and chaotic and entertaining at times, but I think that would be fun to do and include. But I need to comb this through the rest of my hair since it's starting to match, because I need to lighten this all up a little bit, refresh it. So I'm going to do that. Try and munch on my Hot Pockets pizza rolls. Now that those are, well, they're cooling down, and unless I want to ingest bleach, I can't really do that. Anyway, I'm going to get this taken care of. But please do let me know if that's something you want me to include. More lifestyle-y, other types of content as well, mixed in. So, it's just a thought. Food for thought. Maybe. Potentially. Could be. Hello. It is the next day. It is Tuesday. I just got home from work. Currently 6:38. Just doing a little check-in here shortly. Connor will be coming home and we're going to the gym. But, yesterday I did get a couple things done and I want to show you. Alright, so first thing, I got a little dino. I had Connor pick out the little spike colors, but this is the first one. I've been making all of these out of scrap yarns just to try and get rid of them. And then because people keep asking me for axolotls, I have, again, a lot of scrap yarn in orange. So I made a little baby axolotl. They're so cute. These ones, this scrap yarn is much thicker. It weighs on the thicker side of a worsted weight, so definitely came out substantially larger than I was expecting. And then lastly, I made a little red and blue dino. We got 3 plushies done, and I did start the head and body of a second axolotl in a pastel purple. So I think I have that in here somewhere. Yes, it's really cute pastel purple. The body parts always just look so weird, but as you can see, this is a much more normal size worsted weight. The head in comparison, much smaller. So, and again, same thing with the dinos too. The red one turned out much smaller than the brown one. Because, again, this, I think it's just the brand, to be honest. I can't remember the brand. I think it was like one of those, not big twist, but like the loops and threads, like the equivalent of like their Red Heart Super Saver. Again, I can't remember the line of the loops and threads versus like this red, so size comparison, not too much of a difference, but still a difference noticeably. But this is made out of the Pound of Love from Lion brand, which in the colors that I go through religiously, I will get the Pound of Love in Lion brand. But outside of that, I've been graduating a lot more of my standard acrylic yarns to the Loops and Threads Impeccable. So, like in this neon green, I don't know, it's just got a much nicer feel for an acrylic blend. And I use them for my tops too, for the most part, because they drape nicely, they feel soft. Granted, they do have a little bit more fuzziness to them, but I don't mind the fuzzy. I don't. I think it adds character. I love the texture. Different strokes for different folks, I guess, but I think until Connor gets here and we go to the gym, I'm just gonna relax for a little bit, work on this purple axolotl some more, and yeah, I'll check in with you after I've made some good progress on the purple one, or once I finish it, because I'm hoping to finish that one tonight and at least start another one. So I don't know if I want to do, because I've been going back and forth between the two. So if I finish this axolotl, I'll probably pull something else out of my scrap bucket and start another dino, because this is where I keep all my scrap yarns, and apparently a scrunchie, because I was crocheting in bed. So yeah, all my scrap yarns just kind of live in here. It's easier for me to just kind of lug it around. So we're gonna do that, and I'll check in with you later. Duck. morning. It's Thursday. Thursday morning. I just woke up. It is a little after 8. I don't know what time it is. I don't have my watch on. So, on a Wednesday, I did not really work on that axolotl like I said I was. After the gym, I came home and immediately knocked out. I was so tired. Now, yesterday, after the gym, I did work on it, hence the time lapse you probably just saw. Now, after the gym yesterday, I did work on it, hence the time lapse that you just saw. So, we have officially finished 2 axolotls and 2 dinosaurs. Let me show you. I was nervous about the color scheme for the purple axolotl, but I think the purple and gray looks adorable. I don't know. You tell me. So here we are. These are the babies. Which one's your favorite? Mine's a tie-up between either the red and blue dino or the purple and gray axolotl. I don't know. This morning I'm kind of feeling the axolotl, but I don't know if that's because it's the most recent make or not, but these are the babies. Now, ideally, I would like to have at least 4 of each because they fill up my little purple. I don't know my colors apparently. They fill up my little pink rolly cart perfect if I have like 4 or 5 in there. But, I want to take a break from making those because I feel like I'm kind of spent on those patterns. What I really want to do, because I still cannot find my mini safety eyes. But I do have my larger ones, and my larger safety eyes go on the mini birdies. Not the micro birdies, not the ones that are like this size, the mini birdies, the ones that are the same size as those guys. So I'm gonna go through my yarn and down the list, check my inventory, because I want to have at least 4 of each and as many of the different styles as I can. And normally in the pattern, because the pattern is by Crochet Me Zaddy. I believe in one of my previous videos I attached the pattern, but I'll attach it again too. But he's got like 20 million different bird patterns in there, and I want to be able to make at least 1 of each because there's so many very adorable birdies there. And he does have a cardinal too. I don't think, oh, I do. I have a little bit of red, but it's not really like a cardinal red. But living in Arizona, having cardinals would be pretty cute. Normally I make just the chickens, the chicks, the mallard ducks, and the pigeons, because those 4 tend to be like the more hot commodity. But again, I've never really made anything outside of that. Now in the micro birdies, I've made the eagle, which everybody loved the eagle. But there's this flower pattern that I really want to make too. Dang. We'll do that in the next one. But we need to build up some inventory. That cart's looking pretty sad at the markets. I want to clean up my area just a wee bit and get some yarns that I need to make these mini birdies. I'll catch up with you in a minute. So I just went through my square inventory to double check my birds because I was getting ready to pull down all the yarn and I realized that's a lot of colors. And I don't want to overwhelm myself. So what I did was, 1, I added the dinos and the axolotls to my inventory. And I only have currently in my inventory 1 chick, 1 chicken, and 1 mallard. So I have 1 of each. Meaning, if I want to have at least 4 of each, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bust out as many as I need or as many as I need / can, because again, some of my yarn colors are super limited, to just try and get as much as I can done. For the time being, when I run out of these colors, I'm either gonna just say, all right, well, I'm SOL until I can really get through my stash. Primary colors that I normally keep on stock, like my whites, my blacks, things that I need for multiple different things, I will continue to stock those like as needed. But I want to get my stash down to a primary set of yarns that I love using versus just hoarding all sorts of different kinds of yarns. That's ideal, because I'm tired of having yarns that I don't quite like or don't quite use. I do have quite a few specialty yarns like the variegateds or the sparkly yarns, which I'm just trying to get through everything to get everything cleared out. And over the past year, I have made a substantial dent, but still have to figure out what to do with a lot of what I've got. Anyway, bird walk there. Let's make some birds. Chicken number 1 is done, and it's only 9:20. I absolutely love making these birds. One, for the simple fact that they only take me like 20-30 minutes to make. And two, how could you not love this face? What the heck? So normally I keep these on my little 3-tier rolly cart, but I do also have those like wooden crates, and my ideal goal is to literally just fill those crates with birds. Like just a bunch of birds in a basket ready to go. I don't know, just something in my brain just absolutely adores the idea of seeing that many of these derpy little faces just staring at you in a basket. But I now have 2 of these. In total in stock, I've only made 1. So I need to make at least 2 more, then I'll have 4, and then I can move on to the chicks. Chicken number 2 done. It is 9:58, so I only need to make 1 more. Oh no, cheeky. He almost flew off my couch. 1, a 2, a 3.
1, 2, 3, 3.
I have 3 chickens made now, so that means I have officially reached my goal of having 4 chickens, and it is only 10:30. Now, I don't know if I am hungry. Probably. I definitely need to eat. Or if I want coffee, again, probably both. But I'm gonna take a short break, clean this up, put them in my little basket, add them to my inventory, and see what I can make for some food. And then we'll start on, I believe, the next one in the lineup is the chick. Yes, we're gonna be making some little chicks, which mean I only need to make 3 of those. And those ones should be even quicker because I don't have to mess around with trying to make the little part on the head, whatever that's called. I don't know bird anatomy. That thing. I now have 1, 2, 3 little chickies. 3 little chickies. How cute. And it is only 12:30. I am knocking these birds out. So I now have 4 chickens, 4 chicks, and the next are my little mallard ducks. My concern with my mallard ducks is the green that I normally use, I only have a small amount of. It should be okay. I should be able to have those done. I made 3 ducks. It is 2:44. I was able to put my laundry away, clean up a little bit, and make 3 duckies. I have made a mess. I have a lot of yarn out, and the next ones on my list are pigeons. Pigeon. I have to make some pigeons. Now, these ones I actually have to make 4 of because I have now stocked up on the ones that I currently have, and now I'm working on 0 stock. So, I don't think I have enough gray. This one I know for sure that I don't think I have enough gray to make all 4, let alone make 4 of each color of pigeon that I like to do, because they have that little ring of color around their neck, and normally I'll make a purple version and a blue version. So I'll have to see what I can do in that department, but it is almost 3. Connor did come home from work early, so I was talking about going to the gym a little early so I could just have the rest of the night to do absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna see how he's feeling and if he wants to go before I start cracking down on those pigeons. Hi. It's Saturday night. I should be editing this video right now, but I got very caught up in the past few days and I finally have time to actually record, but I'm ending the video here, but I want to end it with a wrap up of everything that I made this week. So hold please. I'm starting to realize that I don't have enough wingspan to show you everything I've made. This is only half of it. We're adding more. Oh no. Okay, you know what? I think this is good enough. I think this is good enough. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 others. I made a lot. So I did make one more thing that was not scheduled and or planned, but here we are. I made quite a bit. I need to get this packed up. I need to start editing this video so it can go up tomorrow, and I have another market tomorrow. Anyway, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this, please obviously like as always, but if you made it to the end, leave me an emoji with your favorite fruit. Mine I feel like changes on the daily, but I like the sweeter strawberries, like the sweet, juicy, almost artificial tasting strawberries. Those ones are in right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I gotta pack up. I got a lot of stuff to do. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a good night. Goodbye.